If you love this book, I love that for you. It just wasn't for me.
Oh my God, Kennedy, clock that tea.
I'm obsessed with Mr. Maverick Bell. Just keeps getting better and better and better. It wasn't an overall fail.
Hey guys, it's Joy. Sadly, there is no intro for this video because we had some technical difficulties, but that is okay. We live and we learn. Welcome to today's video. In this video, we are going to be doing a weekly vlog, and we're going to be testing out how much I can read in a week as a single mom who also works a 9-to-5. I'm really excited about this video because this is the first ever vlog on this channel, so you guys get to get a little bit of a behind the scenes of my life and how my average week is. And I'm really excited. I do want to preface that I will be reading 2 books at the same time. One will be on my Kindle and then the other one is an audiobook, simply because of the fact that I can't take my Kindle to work. So for my Kindle read, we are going to be reading Can't Get Enough throughout this video. And I love the Skyland series. I love Hendrix, and I just cannot wait to see her get her happy ending. Really excited about this vlog. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know in the comments what you think, and let's get on into the video. Hey guys, it is currently Sunday and it is about almost 8:30 if I'm not mistaken. I am 30% of the way through Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan. I am obsessed with Hendrix and I love Maverick so far. The longing is just doing something to me. I just want to tell you right now, one character in particular that when I see her, it's on sight. Like, it's giving baddies. But like I said, it is 8:30. My little one is in the bed, so that means I'm making my dinner, because one thing about me, I want to sit and I want to eat in peace. And so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm having chicken parmesan with some Texas toast that I'm gonna throw in my air fryer, and it's just gonna be, it's gonna be perfect. Hey guys, good morning. It is currently a little after 4:30 in the morning, and it's not coffee, y'all. It's Pepsi. But anyways, I get my days started pretty early around here. My son's still sleeping and I'll get him up in the next like 3 hours or so. I just use this time normally to get lunches and breakfast prepped and ready to go for daycare. And I pack my lunch, and then by the time him and I are ready to head out the door, all we have to do is literally just put stuff in the lunch boxes and pack the car, and then we're ready to go. Usually when I'm like on the go like this around the house, I usually put on an audiobook, and the audiobook that I'm currently listening to is First Time Caller by BK Borson. This one has gotten so much hype on TikTok, Instagram, everything, and I used my Audible credit for it to pre-order, and so when it came out I had it available in my library. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, it has taken me exactly 3 weeks to read this book, and that is abnormal for me. I love the premise. I think the audiobook itself is incredible because it has elements from the radio show. However, the only thing that's really getting me is Aiden. He's the only thing that's really bringing it down for me. I love Lucy. I love her backstory with her family and her daughter. I do wish we got a little bit more of the relationship between her and her daughter, but I don't know. It's just Aiden is kind of like a sourpuss. It's just like bringing down the vibe, and I'm almost done with the book. I have about an hour left, so I don't know. I need Aiden to turn it around in the next hour. If not, I'm definitely leaning towards a 3-star. Let's go ahead and get our day started. Hey guys, it is currently a little after 2:30 and we need to talk about First Time Caller. I DNF'd it, you guys. I just could not take it. There are parts of the audiobook that are incredible. I love the fact that this story had the radio show elements in it. I loved that. I thought the narrators did a good enough job. However, here are my main complaints. Aiden himself. I thought that Aiden was a little immature, and I thought that he was a little bit too insecure. If you're a man that's in your 30s, like, I need you to be more mature than that. And I get it, you know, we all have our past traumas and we have things that we're dealing with. Like, Aiden's mom had cancer and that was really hard on him. But it was like, it felt like he was constantly avoiding her. And I don't know, that was like part of my issue with him. The fact that it felt like he was leading Lucy on. Dude, you claim that you want the best for her, you have her best interest at heart, but you're gonna just continue to act like a 16-year-old. I was watching someone do a review on this book on TikTok, and they had the same feelings as me, and it literally feels like you're dealing with a boy from high school, and it's like, God, no. Another thing that I had an issue with was I felt like this book was just a little too long. The chapters were just dragging on and on and on. Granted, we don't want them to move too fast, but I feel like it could have been condensed in about 350 pages. Some pros that I had with this book were the fact that I loved Lucy. I loved her relationship with her daughter, her co-parenting dynamic. I love the fact that she had a job in a male-dominant field. However, I just felt like Lucy deserved so much better. That's just how I felt, and I couldn't do it. If you loved this book, I love that for you. I'm very happy for you, but it just was not for me. I think that we need to normalize DNFing books. It is okay to DNF a book if you feel like that book is wasting your time, and I just felt like my time was wasted. I'm not upset about it. I just wanted to be brutally honest because this book is getting so hyped up, and granted, if you love this book, I love that for you. It just wasn't for me. Hey guys, it is Tuesday and it feels like the week is going by super fast, and where I live, it is gorgeous outside. It's in the mid 60s, and then the crazy part is like the weather is so forever changing around here. Like, it's nice and sunny today, and then for tomorrow we're gonna have scattered thunderstorms. I have to have an audiobook that I'm listening to on my way to work, at work, because I can't bring my Kindle. So I decided to continue listening to Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. And in this one, we are following our main character, Tova, whose husband passed away. And so to occupy her time, she decides to start working at an aquarium during the night. And she ends up befriending an octopus named Marcellus there. And Marcellus's POV, especially on audio, is so awesome because Marcellus can talk, and he is just constantly analyzing how us humans interact, act, what have you, and it's just so fun. And we also have some other POVs sprinkled in there as well, and I'm really liking this so far. I'm loving the different POVs. I'm very curious to see how everyone is connected. My mom actually read this book and she loved it. She said it was a little slow to get into initially, and that's how I feel. It is a little slow, but I think things are starting to pick up, which I'm really excited about. I'm tired. I'm gonna take a little nap, go out and get some dinner. I'll catch you guys a little bit later.
Oh my God, Kennedy, clock that tea.
One thing that I love about Kennedy Ryan and the Skyland series in general, in this series, we see Black characters that are living in prosperity. It's an amazing thing to see. In society, people associate a lot of Black people with struggle. These characters are living proof that, you know, through hard work and dedication, they can be successful. And Maverick is this techno billionaire, and he's able to buy these things that are unheard of and make these investments in things at the drop of a hat. And I love it. It's so freaking good. Kennedy Ryan in one particular scene had this quote, and with everything going on in the country, I just think it's so incredible. She said, "He can only fake humility for so long before his privilege starts to show." I love Kennedy Ryan's writing. She is such a treasure, and I follow her on Instagram, and she's such an advocate, and she's so passionate about different causes, and especially when it comes to race. I just think that it's incredible. Hey guys, it is currently 6:30. I'm obsessed with Mr. Maverick Bell. His drive, his energy, his aura. Yes, he's successful. He's also humble with it. I freaking love that in a man who's just about his business but is humble about it and doesn't like bragging about it to the world. That tells me a lot about their character. I just finished talking to my mom for a couple hours because my mom's my best friend, and her and I just yap to yap to yap. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go out and get myself something to eat. I don't feel like cooking anything. And plus, I want to have something to take for lunch tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out and get me some pizza, and it's going to be a great time. I'm going to sit on my couch and rot. We're just going to vibe. Let's go. Hey guys, so it is a little after 8 p.m. and I need to talk about Remarkably Bright Creatures for a minute. This book is really picking up speed. We have multiple points of view. However, they're all connected. And you guys, I think I just guessed a connection. If you've read this book, then you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm really dying to see what Shelby Van Pelt was trying to have commentary on when it comes to this book. I'm not really getting a sense of the commentary yet, but I'm really excited to tell you guys once I do a full review at the end of the video. But I'm loving this book so far. I'm itching to keep going. Like, if I could binge a book tonight, I would, but I have work in the mornings. That's okay, because the bills gotta get paid. Okay? Get it, got it good. Hey besties, happy hump day. It feels like the week is going by entirely fast. Earlier this morning, I was on my way to work and I was listening to Remarkably Bright Creatures. I got to a point in the book where there was another connection that was made, and I literally was driving in the car listening to this, and the minute that happened, I was sitting there and I almost wanted to start sobbing. I'm about 22 chapters in, so I still have a little bit of a ways to go, but this book just keeps getting better and better and better, and I'm obsessed with it. And tomorrow I have a day off. We need to normalize taking PTO. Prepare the others, because I will not be here. That's on what? Approved time off, okay? It's currently almost 7 o'clock and we have to get our bedtime routine started. You can hear my son playing in the background with my keys, and his show is on, so that keeps him occupied, because sometimes we need a moment. If you're a mom, you know. Have a good night. Good morning, you guys. It is Thursday. I can't even keep track of the days anymore. And excuse my voice. I feel like I have a cold because my throat was hurting initially, and it felt slightly better after a day, but now I'm just kind of like congested and stopped up. Before I went to bed, I continued reading Can't Get Enough. I'm about 40% of the way through the book, and my feelings are still the same. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And just to give you guys a little bit of tropes that we're dealing with here, we're dealing with forbidden romance. We have billionaire, longing. Oh my God, it's so good. This book is gold. I love Hendrix. I love how confident she is in herself. And this book is just stunning. I'm obsessed with it. Hi besties, it is Friday, so I have a kid-free weekend and I'm really excited because of course that means I can get a lot of reading done. I am about 52% of the way through Can't Get Enough right now, and I literally can't get enough of this book. It is so good and it is just picking up steam where we are. And you guys, if he don't have the energy that Maverick Bell gives, I don't want it. The way Maverick shows Hendrix that he wants her is what we should all be striving for. I think that what we can take from this story is the fact that Hendrix is such a badass. She's such a girl boss. She was taking time to work on herself. She was taking time building herself up and becoming this strong, confident, independent woman that she is. She became what she wanted to attract. We have to work on ourselves and heal ourselves, and then once we are confident in who we are, that person who is meant for us will come along. Good morning, besties. It is a little after 7:30 on Saturday, and we have an exciting day planned. Me and my mom are gonna go to Books A Million for the first time. We're really excited because growing up, I've always been a Barnes girly, and my grandfather used to go to Books A Million all the time, but I never went with him. So this is gonna be a new experience for me and my mom, and we're both really excited about it. Honestly, I do have one book on my radar that I want to get, and that is Daisy Hates, because I think because the Magnolia Parks universe has so many characters, I think once you see them on the page, I think it's easier to differentiate who's who, who's connected to who, and instead of listening to an audiobook, because I started listening to it on audio and I just got overwhelmed. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put this off and I'm gonna buy the physical book. Whatever other book interests me, I will grab that as well. And I heard they got some merch in there too, so we might look at that too. I've been eyeing this one for a while since it was released as Reese's March book club pick. It seems like there's like a love story with murder mixed in, and I love lit fics like that, so I'm really excited about this one. I don't know if Barnes has this or not, but Books A Million has like a banned section. Does anybody know why The One by John Mars is being considered a banned book? No. You guys, I read this book in 11th grade, In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. It's so good. It's based on a real life murder that happened back in the 50s. And you guys, I can't believe this is being considered as a banned book. Are you kidding me? All right, guys, we're back. It is 12:45, so we were out for a little bit. It wasn't an overall fail, but I did get one book, Girl Last Seen, and this is Nina Lauren, I think is her name. Yeah, Nina Lauren. And this one was in the bargain book section. It was $3.97, so with tax I paid about $4 for it. So that's success to me. I usually like to go into my books blind. This one, based on the blurb, seems really good. It says 2 missing girls 13 years apart. Any thriller that has a missing persons trope, I'm just gonna eat it up. And I've never heard of this author before, so I'm really excited to see if I like her books or not. And if I do, then I'll just keep reading them. With Books A Million, let's do a quick little recap of
our trip. The pros are the fact that they definitely have a lot more books in stock. For example, say you're looking for The Score by Elle Kennedy in the Off-Campus series. When you were in Books A Million, it had about 5 copies of that book. So they do have a huge selection. Or if you're looking for Just for the Summer, they had like 4 books in that section. Compared to Barnes, you're gonna see a lot more authors, if you will, and that's a perfect segue. For example, my mom was looking for All the Sinners Bleed by S.A. Cosby, and there was not near one S.A. Cosby book in there. I couldn't even find the book that I was looking for. She was not in there. This is Books A Million. You're supposed to have 1 million books. The way that the store was organized, I did like how they kind of had, so for example, you have your romance section and you have your different book talk sections. So if you're in the romance section, they narrow it down into subcategories. So if you're looking for spicy, they had a shelf with the spicy books. If you're looking for dark romance, they had a selection for that. Rom-coms, no spice, whatever it is, romantasy, whatever you're looking for, they had it organized that way. If you've been curious about Books A Million for a while, I highly recommend their bargain section because books range between $3 to $7. The conditions of each book, they varied. So you were gonna find books that looked brand spanking new, that were in good condition, or books that were fairly used. If you are interested in Books A Million, I definitely would try that out first. Realistically, when you go around the store, it's other books. For example, if I didn't find this in the bargain section, this probably would be $16. Keep in mind, y'all, this was my first ever trip to Books A Million. So if there are things that I missed, let me know in the comments, especially if you frequent Books A Million a lot. I really liked it. It was not very crowded. I can be a little shy at times, so being in there was really nice, especially knowing that I had a lot more room to move around and look and pick up whatever books that I was interested in and look at the back of them. Like, I enjoyed that because I know a lot of times, like if you frequent Barnes a lot, it's just so packed, especially on a Saturday. If you have a Books A Million near you, do you frequent it a lot? I'd love to know. Or if you just simply prefer Barnes & Noble over Books A Million, let me know that too, because I'm very curious to see what you guys think. Hey guys, good morning. Happy Sunday. It was daylight saving time last night, so I'm like, oh fuck, I felt like I barely got any sleep. I am about 70% of the way through Can't Get Enough. And you guys, this book is so good. I can tell you right now that this is going to be a 5-star. This is like my Sunday reset day. So one of the things that I need to do is I need to do my hair today. So it's just going to feel so nice. I bought a new hair product from Ulta that I'm dying to try. So hopefully it works out fine. And I can't wait to show you guys the finished product. Besties, it is a little after 6 p.m. and I have finished Remarkably Bright Creatures. 5 freaking stars. I loved this story. I think Marcellus is he's like the main character, if you will. And I loved him. I loved his perspective on how we as humans go about life. The commentary on grief and loss and family was just so beautiful. I hear that it is going to be adapted. I don't know if it's going to be a movie or if it's going to be a show, but I believe Sally Field is involved, and I know that's going to be good. I highly recommend it if you're into literary fiction. I think that this is a good place to start, and it's fairly short. It's just under 400 pages, and I did have one unanswered question, but I loved the ending. I was very happy with it, and again, I really enjoyed it. All right, you guys, let's do a quick little recap of how much I read this week. In total, I read 1 book, and that was Remarkably Bright Creatures, and it ended up being a 5-star read for me. I'm very happy with the results of this video. I classify reading any book, regardless of the quantity, a success. And I'm just very proud of myself. Again, this was my first ever vlog on this channel. So if you guys like vlogs, please let me know down in the comments. And if you have any more vlog ideas for specific books that you would like for me to read and vlog my process reading them, I would be more than happy to do so. That is going to be it for me for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.